and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the Cambridge Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood, and I'm here with director Dwight Hwang with his movie, The Trees of Eden. Let's take a look at a clip. Dwight, thank you so much and congratulations on your film.
Thank you.
For those that haven't seen it, tell us a brief synopsis.
Well, it's based on off of Leo Tolstoy's short story called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Esarhaddon, King of Assyria. And basically it's about this cruel Assyrian king who basically defines himself by destroying life, all life.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whether it's human life or animals or anything, and it's about how he comes to repentance of how he's lived his life and how he's sought to destroy life, basically.
It's a fascinating story and one that I actually knew, which I know you said was one of the first times
Yeah.
you heard someone that knew, and it was such an incredible experience watching it, you know, in animation as well, and so powerful. You know, telling a story in animation, but also telling it without dialogue. Was that something that was intentional for you?
It was intentional because it was my directing professor, Jeremy Kagan at USC. I was there for live action, but he approached me one day after he saw one of my sort of storyboarded animated clips assignments, and he approached me and he said, you know, I really want to approach this Tolstoy short story that I've had my eye on for like 30 plus years, and I'd like for you to try, but the one thing is that I'd like for you to try without dialogue. I was like, yeah, sure,
Wow.
I'll try it. And
Give it a go, yeah.
and I read the story, and it's all dialogue.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, well, okay. You know, I just took it up as a challenge, and the only way that I could figure a way to do this film, to approach this film without dialogue, was through a great deal of visual metaphors.
Yeah.
And just trying to steer the film emotionally as best I could.
You certainly did. I mean, I felt it was so emotional, you know, to go, I mean, this is a very hard-hitting story. So, you know, to capture that in animation and in still images is unbelievable. You know, and it certainly felt the emotion with that as well. You know, obviously this is great because it's kind of a 30-year in the making kind of a story. Now, you know, what were kind of some of your biggest challenges when you were making it that you had, if there was any? You made it look very easy, but was there any challenges?
Oh yeah, there's one too many. There's one challenge I'm not going to talk about. Let's see. Challenges. I guess the very first challenge was very personal. I didn't want to draw it myself.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew how long it was going to take, and I knew how many. I mean, I don't know exactly how many drawings it took, but it was in thousands, and just thousands of layers, and I just the thought of that in the beginning made me feel exhausted.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude, I don't want to deal with this. and so I sought several artists all over the world, looking for somebody, looking for a team or whatever, going through my old contacts, and it just didn't pan out. And my professor just kept urging me to do it myself. And after 3 or 4 months of just procrastinating, I just bit the bullet and said, okay, I'll do it myself.
I love that you just did that, because I feel like so many projects don't get made because there is those things that go on, and it is a massive undertaking, even more so when you've got thousands of drawings to create and write as well. You know, now that you've done it and thousands of drawings later and you know beat the bullet and just did it, what's it like to have your film, you know, selected for New Filmmakers LA and have it screened in front of an audience?
Oh, I mean, I was very relieved, for one. You guys are the first ones to accept it to your venue, which I was very, very relieved and pleased, especially after, I mean, I had a long string of rejections, 28 to be exact so far, and it's just really disappointing.
Well, no, but that's a very amazing point, because, you know, I was saying this to people, and I always say this to a lot of filmmakers. I was like, you know, do never give up. You have to face those rejections to get the moments when the door is open, and I'm glad that you did, because here you are, and here it is being screened, here it's getting an audience, and here it's getting a voice, and that's so powerful. What is next for you, Dwight?
I still have another half a year for the festival run. I'm hoping to get into more, but I don't know. Just more than anything, I really want the right person to see it, and I don't know, appreciate it artistically and metaphorically, and see the hopefully the potential in me.
Yeah. Well, it certainly shows your talent and greatness, and as you say, it's a very deep and meaningful story, that, you know, the existence story. So the fact you transform that into animation and utilize that with your talents and your work is a tremendous achievement. And certainly, you know, number 29, you're on the right track for greatness, and for people seeing your work and people understanding and getting your story showcased in the next 6 months. So, you know, congratulations, Dwight.
Thank you.
We appreciate you and your work, and we look forward to seeing much more of it. So thank you.
Thank you.